प्रतिगुंहवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजम् ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमण्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः यात इषुः शिवतमा शिवम् बभूवते धनुः शिवा शरव्या तवतया नो रुद्रमृडया याते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः यामिषुम् गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रताम् कुरु माहि गुंसेः पुरुषम् जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहीगुश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुम् रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षुश्रिताः सहस्रशो वैशागुम् हेडयेमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनम् गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनम् विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयाति नः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरात्नियोर्जाम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वप अवतत्यधनुस्त्वगुम् सहस्राक्षशते शुधे निषेर्य शल्यानाम् मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यम् धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतुर्मीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुतते नमो बाहुभ्याम् तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणत्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनाम् पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्लुषाय व्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे स्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्तायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः श्रुकाविभ्यो जिघागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमोऽसिमद्भ्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नम इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षद्भ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युप् सप्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मेढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षेयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्र्याय च शेभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वेप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषुधिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णेशवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सोद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईध्र्याय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च रुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः इरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्प्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वः किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषाम् पुरुषाणामेषाम् पशूनाम् माभेर्मा रोमो येषाम् किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्रशिवा तनो शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वेराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नः शमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वम् पुष्टम् ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृधि क्षयद्वेराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्च योश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदश्याम तव रुद्रः प्रणीतो मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकम् मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वधेः पितरम् मोत मातरम् प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीर्षः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीर्षः वीरान् मानो रुद्रभामितो वधेर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषघ्ने क्षयद्वेराय सुम्नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यधा च नः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः तु हि श्रुतम् गर्त सदंयुवानम् मृगन्न भीममुपहक्तृमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतर्वृणत्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमेध्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टम शिवतम शिवो नः सुमना भवा परमे वृक्ष आयुधन् निधाय कृत्तिम् वसान आचर पिनाकम् बिभ्रदागहि विकिरित विलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुम् हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृधि सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन्महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठा दिवगुम् रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथाम् पथि रक्षय ऐलभृदायव्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रुकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषभस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणादश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेयं द्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं वोजम्भे दधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्योमर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टुहि यस्त्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा महेशौ मनसाय रुद्रं नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवानयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रथिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राघुया च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे त्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमाणं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगं च मे सुपथं च मरुद्धं च मरुद्धिश्च मे क्लृप्तं च मे क्लिप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे शं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सोश्च मे प्रसोश्च मे सीरं च मे लयश्च मरुतं च मे मृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे न मित्रं च मे भयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनं च मे ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
श्रीसाईश्वरं सुन्दररूपं कनकाम्बरधरं करुणामूर्तिं सर्वजनप्रिय प्रेमस्वरूपं पुटपर्तीश्वर सत्यनारायणं
Our humble pranams at Swami's lotus feet. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Swami, for this wonderful day and for sending Sister Sharmila to talk about your Leelas. Thank you, Sister Sharmila, for coming all the way from Indianapolis. I know you had a tough flight, but thank you for being here. Sister Sharmila Sanka comes from Indianapolis. She's alumnus of SriSathyaSai University, completed her bachelor's and master's in Anandpur, India. She works for the state of Indiana as a senior manager, special projects in Indianapolis, USA. She is currently Region 5 President and served as the President of SSSCL Center of Indianapolis. She is an SSSC Group 3 teacher. She is a chakra healer serving people in need, which she learned at the Australian Institute of Metaphysics, Australia. Sister Sharmila is a freelance writer. Sister Sharmila authored a book, From Nowhere to Now Here, a Sai student's journey through SriSathyaSai publications in Puttaparthi. This book reflects her journey from the state of a non-believer of Swami to a staunch disciple. She believes that becoming a student of Bhagawan SriSathyaSai is the root cause of her meaningful life. She says that the impact of Swami and Sai education on her as his student is not for a year or a decade, but for life. Please put your hands together for Sister Sharmila Sanka. Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Firstly, I offer my humble salutations at Thy Divine Lotus Feet, Bhagawan. Dear Saima, as a teenager, before becoming your student, I didn't believe in Babas. My viewpoint imprudent. Logic was my guide, my sole pursuit. Thinking you performed magic, my belief quite mute. In ignorance I dwelled, hence I seek your forgiveness. In my tender years, I failed to witness. No meaning in worship, no sense in your name. Your form seemed unnoticed, no beauty to claim. Now, I thank you, my dear Lord, for the change you have made, transforming my life like a sculpture shaped. Now, without your worship, life has no purpose. Your name on my tongue, a daily leaning. No beauty in the universe without your divine form. Your stories, your melody in life's constant storm. From nowhere to now here, a transformation so clear. I now adhere to you in my life's journey, my God so near. Sai Ram, my dear brothers, sisters, and revered elders, thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to sanctify my life and time one more time. And dearest Swami, I humbly invoke your divine blessings and your divine presence here with all of us. May I become a hollow flute so that your love flows through me to all of them present here. Thank you, Swami. And happy birthday to our dearest Lord. I know we have a couple of days left, but still we are celebrating in His name here. So happy birthday, dearest Swami, on behalf of all of us. And also happy Ladies' Day to all the beautiful and wonderful ladies here. So isn't it wonderful? We're celebrating Ladies' Day today. That's wonderful. And so dear brothers, don't think this Ladies' Day is not for you. Because everybody has this feminine energy in each of us. Like we know, Swami is Ardhanarishwara, right? Everybody has this feminine energy. So happy Ladies' Day to all of us. I think without any exception, all of us have to celebrate this Ladies' Day. And anybody knows why we celebrate this Ladies' Day on November 19th, while rest of the world celebrates on a different day? Any idea? Okay, so let's not hear from me or from anybody. Let's hear what Swami said in this regard. I quote in his own words. Time may pass, eons may pass, thousands of years may pass, but November 19th will remain forever as Ladies' Day. This is my divine sankalpa or divine will. And Ladies' Day is not for mere celebration, but to spread mother's love to the world and for the children to be pure and become exemplary. Excuse me for a second. And once Mother Ishwaramma expressed her desire to Bhagawan, saying she would like to see a women's, institution for women. So in those days, we never had any education for women or institutions, right? So Swami listened to her, he fulfilled her dream. So by establishing this SSSCL college in Anandpur for the first time. So that was the college that he started before starting any colleges or institutions for brothers, right? That was the first one. And in this regard, I would like to narrate one incident. Right during the planning phase of construction of this Anandpur college, Swami asked a Sevadal member, he called them, and he said, okay, a strong Sevadal member, okay? And then Swami said, throw a stone as far as you can. And this Sevadal member, he threw that stone very, very far away. And then Swami said, okay, wherever the stone fell, 10 feet from that stone, let's construct the building for Anandpur girls. So this one tells us how much Swami cared as a father, right? Because his daughters will be studying there, and future several generations will be studying there. And he said, I don't want any boys, bad boys on the roads to throw stones at my daughters or campus. So that was Swami's love. I was really, when I heard this incident from Brother Balu Karanam, I was really flabbergasted, thinking what a love Swami has for his children. So that's one thing I wanted to share with all of you. And then the college was constructed, and it was inaugurated in 1971, July 8th. And these were Swami's words, I quote again. The seed has been planted. It will sprout and spread heavy with fruits, providing shade, security, and sustenance to all. Imagine what a huge responsibility Swami placed on women. I'm not talking about just Anandpur girls, okay? This one, I picked these so that I wanted to tell you all, we are all Swami's children. So no matter we are studying in the university or not, we are all Swami's children. So I would like all of us to ponder on it, how much importance Swami gave for women, being the Lord of the universe. And do you know why Swami started Women's College first? So let me tell you, quote another incident. There were a group of women, and then Swami asked, do you know why I started Anandpur College for women first? No, forget about first. Why did I start college for women? And then one lady stood up and she said, Swami, to generate good daughters-in-law. Swami said, no, it's not just to generate good daughters-in-law. It's to generate good mothers, to give good mothers to the country and to the world. So isn't that beautiful, why he started this? I really felt it was touching. And whereas man has only 3 attributes, Swami said, I'm not saying, so forgive me. So Swami said, talking about the importance of women, man has 3 attributes, as per Bhagavad Gita, even Sri Krishna said, whereas women have 7 attributes. So Swami said, this is the reason why women have to be respected. So let us not think abala, we are all sablas, okay? Just have this in mind. At the same time, Swami always makes sure he plays the role of a Narada, you know. Whenever he praises somebody, he'll always make sure we have some checks and balances there. So he always, just because he said we are very powerful and empowered, it doesn't mean we have to not stay grounded, right? We have to be very, very humble. Always Swami liked women to be humble, and so that we deserve respect not by asking, but being what we are. And also about motherhood, Swami said, or parenthood, Swami said, do not ask for great children, ask for good and noble children. How many of us are able to do this today? I know in the current world, it's so competitive everywhere, and everybody is saying, okay, study hard, work hard, do good, earn money. But I think as Swami's children, all of us, I know money plays an important role in this society, but still we are all Swami's children. That is the beauty. We know we should discriminate between what is good, what is bad. Especially for the youngsters sitting here, I would like to tell you, don't think it's an energy. Money is an energy. I don't say you don't earn money and all, but don't put all your energy into it. Automatically, it will come. Mother God, Goddess Lakshmi will come, but remember to do your duty. Swami said the first thing everybody has to do is do your own dharma, right? We have to do our duty and rest falls in place. And everybody, all the children, adults, everyone. Swami said we need to have 3 important things. One is Daiva Priti, love for God. Next one is Papa Bhiti, fear of sin. And then Sangha Niti, morality in the society. Really, it's not just teachings. If you think of it, if we have all these 3, our life is in good balance. We don't need to worry about anything. We are not acquiring any additional papa or anything. If you have love for God, everything will take place. Everything will fall in place. And excuse me one more time. And as a teenager, as you all heard in my beginning, I never believed in Baba. Actually, I should say, I always thought people were not wise who followed Babas. So I was like that. I really didn't give much thought to it, but that was how I always thought. So once I had an opportunity, like my brother-in-law and my sister, they admitted their son in the primary school. So they came to know everything about Swami's institutions and all. So through them, I got to know the beauty of this institution, everything. And let me tell you, I'm a little selfish also, because my dad, he wouldn't let me go anywhere in India outside the hometown if it was a co-ed. I know many dads are here, you might understand. So my dad, being a traditional dad, he said, okay, he wouldn't let me go out for English medium institutions. So there was no way for me. When my brother-in-law asked me to apply for Swami's college, immediately, though I never liked Baba at that time, but still I thought, okay, let me take this opportunity. That is the only way I can continue my studies. So, but sincerely, I really prayed to Swami. Though I didn't like him initially, I started understanding more about him through my sister, all the experiences, the environment there in the campuses, the teacher-student relationship, everything I heard great about it. So I started being positive. I started asking Swami, Swami, please help me. I'll put a test for you, Swami. If you give me admission in your college, I'll start believing in you. That's what I said. Now when I think back, I think how foolish I was. Does Swami care? A small speck in the world doesn't believe him to be God. Does he care? But still, he's so kind, right? He's so loving. So somehow I had so many tests in between. My exams got postponed. And then So many things happened. That's a very big story if I want to tell, but I'll just skip that. So after several tests, I finally, I got a call letter, and by Swami's grace, even the admission test got postponed due to some political issues in Andhra Pradesh. Our exams got postponed, so that to support all of us, even they rescheduled the admission tests also in Parthi. So luckily, I got there for the first time. I didn't know what to wear. I took chudidar without a chuni. And they wouldn't let me into the bhajan hall. So imagine, I didn't know anything. So I just went there, and I kept praying like anything. I kept praying like anything, so sincerely I can say. So finally, tomorrow is a admission test. I was so stressed. As you know, the standards are very high in Anantapur. It's not easy. And if you're smart enough, it is not enough. It is Swami's grace, absolutely. So I was really stressed. And then I got to know that the pattern I prepared for the admission test was completely different than what it was the previous night. So there was no way for me to prepare, right? So, and then I slept. And I dreamt of Swami in a red car. For the first time, I've never seen Swami. I'd never seen Swami. For the first time, I dreamt of Swami in a maroon color car. And then Swami was there, and he was overtaking me. When I was there, he was overtaking me. And early morning, I felt it very auspicious because I felt that joy in my heart, though I didn't see him at all. And then I thought, okay, it's something auspicious. I might get admitted. That's what my feeling was. And then, but still, the next morning, I was ready. I was outside my hotel, and I stood out. I was so tensed about to go, and I asked Swami to bless me. I was standing outside the gate, about to cross the road, and then all of a sudden, a small boy comes up to me. And then I didn't even understand, who is he? Why is he coming to me? And then he came immediately. He put a small card in my hand. I didn't understand what was happening. So I looked at it, because Patti was new to me, everything was new. So I looked at the card, and then it says, "Why fear when I'm here?" So you should imagine the joy. And that too, that was the first time I ever heard Swami's quotation, "Why fear when I'm here?" That's it, my tears rolled down my cheeks. I was so happy. I had that feeling that, okay, Swami is taking care of me. And then I went, I wrote, and by Swami's grace alone, I got admitted into this Anantapur institution, SSSCL Institute of Higher Learning. So I was so happy. And then I lived my life every day like a penance, every day. But still I had so much of doubt. I am a human being, right? It's not easy to believe a human being born on the earth as God. I know SSC children, we always teach you all these things, but one thing I would like to tell you, I faced the same situation for 1 whole year. Physically, I'm able to believe he was God. Mentally, I was able to believe he was God. But subconsciously, somewhere I used to have this doubt. Is he really God? Let me observe. I used to observe. When he was creating Vibhuti, I used to observe his hand, like a scientist, how he used to do. So 1 whole year, it was oscillating in between. But the second year, one day, I cried like anything. Swami, I know you are God. But still, me being human, I have this oscillating mind. You need to help me. And then the next day, we were in Vrindavan. I know some of our friends would relate to this. And that day, they showed this Vibhuti miracle of Kasturi uncle. So what happened? It's a normal miracle of Swami. But still, something happened. Some change happened in me when I was looking at that. And that was it. No looking back. I say, this is also Swami's divine will. Because so much of churning happened inside of me. It was not at all easy as a non-believer. But that was the last time ever. And no looking back. And thanks to Swami for his kindness. And it was my life, a life-changing event, I should say. And we went to Parthi for Swami's birthday celebrations. It was in 1991. And then, that was the first time I started believing Swami, and also I prayed to him. I still had that doubt because this was 1 year before this, right? Incident happened, Vibhuti incident happened. So I was praying to Swami. Swami, you need to help me. You need to talk to me. Do I deserve your word? Can you speak to me for at least a word? I said, 1 second. And then all the 500 students, Anantapur students, we were sitting in rows in Prashantanilayam. And Swami was to come and give darshan and give Pada Namaskar to all of us, and then he would distribute saris. So when we were all sitting in rows, everybody was excited. And I was praying in the meanwhile, would you speak to me? Do I deserve at least a word from you? And then when Swami came, I completely forgot about my question, my logical mind. I completely, as you all know, it becomes blank when you see Swami, how much ever prepared you are. So when I sat there, Swami was distributing saris. He was not even looking onto our faces at all. He was just distributing his saris, throwing them in our laps, not even looking at us, just throwing, because 500 students, poor Swami, he was just giving saris. So I was mesmerized looking at him. That was my first darshan, sambhashan, and sparshan. So I was staring at Swami. And then all of a sudden, he passed by me, and all of a sudden he looked at me. And then he said, Chiri Ichana, did I give you sari? Lo and behold, I didn't even realize. I didn't know if he gave me a sari. I didn't even look. I was mesmerized. So immediately, I was shocked, first of all, and looked into my lap. Before I looked, Swami threw the sari. He didn't even wait for my response. He threw the sari and then left. So that was my first experience of his omniscience. It might be small experience, but it plays a vital role in my heart. Because imagine, he didn't speak to anybody. He was just distributing saris. And I had this small desire, if I deserve, do I deserve, Swami, your love? Do I deserve? Can you look at me, I thought. So that's the thing. So I wanted to share that. And then with every experience of his, sparshan, darshan, and sambhashan, Swami sculpted a normal stone like me into a sculpture that he wanted. I don't think I'm a sculptor yet, he's still doing it, but a normal stone he makes into Ahalya. So that's what each of us have to become. Because the reason he was giving so much of importance is so that we behold the title called mother, or anybody. It can be mother, sister, any wife, or anyone. And are you all SSSC children? Do you all enjoy classes? You better say yes, right? Your teachers are here. Okay. I know my kids feel fascinating whenever I tell them this, my life at SriSathyaSai Institute of Higher Learning, be it hostel or college. Are you all interested, or should I skip that? Would you like to know what was our routine? I don't know how many of you know a routine of a Sathya student. At least Anantapur, I can speak for boys, brothers, I don't know much, but okay. I know many of you will relate, and it was new to me in the beginning. I never called Akka. My own sisters, I called a couple of them, but we were 6 siblings. I didn't even call Akka. First time I entered the hostel. Oh my God, everything was a shock for me, because that was the first experience for me. So from Bharti, we went in a bus to Anantapur. I went with the rest of the students there. And when I was putting my luggage there, and Anantapur campus came, that was beautiful, crown-shaped campus. We're so proud of it. We always say it is Swami's crown. So we entered the campus, and all of us were getting down. I was wanting to bring my luggage. And then all the sisters said, no, sister, please get down, we'll help you. I said, really? What world I'm living in, I thought. So they brought the entire luggage down. Only 2 girls would stay, they would bring the luggage down. I was mesmerized by I didn't even know who they were, right? But still they helped me out. So everybody does the same. It's not one person, everyone does the same, because they all received Swami's love directly. So the morning starts with a bell, I should say. How many of you remember? Everything there is a bell, 3 bells. The first bell, you better wake up. The third bell, there is no excuse. You have to be out of your bed, right? And for Suprabhatam, we used to attend the Suprabhatam at 5 o'clock. No matter it is summer, winter, no matter what season it is. So 5 a.m. Suprabhatam. So we would all chant 21 times Omkaram and Suprabhatam. And then afterwards we go to the open field where we walk, we pray to Swami, we do so many conversations with Swami when we are alone especially. People may think we are mad, but that's what the beauty is. Your conversation with God is always alone, right? That's the beauty of it. So we used to go do some yogasanas every Thursday and then come back. Everything we had to do, like go in lines to the college, and then we go to the auditorium, we chant a prayer. We never studied without a prayer. So I want all of you to grasp this. I'm saying this not because you have time. I'm telling this because these are important things for your life. So we used to go to the auditorium. They would chant some bhajans. We would do some bhajans and all, and thought for the day. That thought for the day, we would try to implement it whole day. If Swami says, help ever, hurt never. I mean, if anybody reads out the thought, we would try to maintain that all through the day. Definitely we failed sometimes, but still we remembered sometimes, right? So that's so important to always pray to God before you start anything. And this is what I tell my kids also, my daughters. I have 2 daughters and my SSSC kids too. And SSSC kids don't think you're students and these are teachers. It's like parents. Even parents will not teach some things. So you all are very, very fortunate to be part of this SSSC program that Swami initiated, right? Imagine the Lord of the universe, he came up with this schedule. He came up with the syllabus. He was the one who did everything for us. We are just doing what he said. So try to utilize that opportunity and then remember to pray to God before you do anything. Whenever you're stuck, just say Sai Ram. I'm not forcing you to chant Sai Ram. You can do any of your God, any favorite God if you have, absolutely fine. Because Swami said no religion is great, right? If you're a Hindu, be a better Hindu. If you're a Muslim, be a better Muslim. If you're a Christian, be a better Christian. That's what Swami said. Swami never asked us to change religions or gods or anything, because God is one. We all should remember that. That too, living on this land, we better remember that all is one. There is only one God. So we would go to the college in lines, and then after we come back, all the classes are done. Even in between, we used to have this self-reliance program. Swami wanted all of us to be very independent. He never wanted us to depend unnecessarily. When you have that energy, when you have time, try to do everything yourself. Don't depend on others. Depend only on God. That's what Swami always taught us, and we have been doing the same. So we have this self-reliance program where every student was supposed to pick one service activity. Some of us, mine was dinner serving. All 5 years that I stayed there, I used to serve dinner. And there are people who did lunch serving. There are people who did gardening. There were girls who even chose to clean the bathrooms. Can you believe that? Now we can't even clean our own bathrooms now, right? We feel so lazy or so, we may not feel good. But still we had volunteers who would come forward to clean the bathrooms. That was an eye-opener for me. So after this we come home, we do some bhajans in the evening. We do play some sports. And then we chant some Trayambakam for the birthday girls. Whoever birthday girl was there, we would just sing a birthday song for her and then sing Trayambakam for the birthday girl, and she would give Aarti. Everybody would wait for that day to give Aarti to Swami. And then Swami said, the girls have to roll chapatis. This is not from my warden or teachers. It was directly from Swami. So when we roll chapatis, it is not merely rolling rotis or chapatis. He said, imagine, it's as if you're expanding your heart. That means being so selfless. Think of others and do not hurt others by any means. And also when we cut vegetables, Swami said, when you cut vegetables, think you're cutting your ego. Imagine we have to do every moment, right? Cutting vegetables. So we all remembered all these that Swami said. And we used to have some cultural programs, like you have talent show here. We don't show, we offer. So we had talent offering. And we had some awareness classes, sports meet, where we would not even care for our body at all. We would do whatever we could for Swami, because no matter we break our limbs, no matter what happens, we just do it for Swami. And I would like to say one, that's like a miracle for me. We were doing hula hoops. That was the first time ever doing hula hoop for me. So that was, I was supposed to rotate the hoop, and then okay, let me come here. Okay, they would place 3 hoops on the floor, little iron hoops, not as light as they are today. Iron hoops down on the floor, and I was supposed to kick the hoop so that it goes around up, up, up. I have to control it and then bring it on my waist. And then while trying to rotate it, I have to kick the other hoop. So like that, I have to do 3 times. And Saimani madam, you know. So I'm sure she saw this from some Chinese or Japanese videos, and then she said, Sharmila, do this. Oh, okay, ma'am, I said. And then when I started, no way. I think first of all, I didn't even know how to rotate a hoop and control it. And first thing I learned, and it took 20 days or so many days, I was not trying to get the technique. She didn't even know either, of course, because, and then I was trying. And one final day, my knees got swollen so badly. I couldn't even go upstairs for my classes. So it was so bad, swollen knees. I didn't know, I didn't care for that also, but I was asking, so one day I cried. I said in the prayer hall, in the evening bhajans, I said, Swami, I'm not getting it. I don't know what else to do. You have to help me. How can you leave me like this? That was my prayer in tears. And then after bhajans, you should see. The thought for the day was, God's delays or not denials. That's it. I had my answer. I thought, okay, Swami, I'm going to try tomorrow. Thank you for that. And then the next day, I go. I do the same thing, right? No change, the same technique. Of course, no technique I knew. Same trial, and immediately I got it. I thought, oh my God. I thought, what technique did I use? I didn't even remember at that time. But still, I prayed to Swami, and I did it. I got it. That's it. So that was a miracle for me, because we were supposed to perform it in front of thousands of people. And it's not for me. I'm nothing there, right? Nobody knew me. It's Swami. I'm Swami's daughter. I'm Swami's child. I cannot put him down. So that was our spirit. So we used to have study hours. After dinner, we would do the study hours from 8 to 10. And nobody was supposed to go around any room. Nobody was supposed to be seen outside their rooms. And 10 o'clock, the lights will be switched off. And that's it. And anybody who would like to study more, they could come outside the rooms into the corridors, so that we are not disturbing other people sleeping in the room. So this is another lesson I learned, right? What do? We just switch on the lights. We don't care what's happening around, and we do this. But what did Swami teach us? Not at the cost of others. We can never, ever do anything at the cost of others. That is the lesson we have to learn. And when I said depend only on God, there were few instances I can never forget. So once, when I was doing my master's, literature, and we had a principal madam, Hemlata madam. So one day, I don't know what happened, they had some administration issues, so many things. It's not easy being a principal. So she was in a very, very angry mood. So angry that she would burst anybody there. So we were in the class, sitting right in her office room. And we were sitting in her office room. Because she was so angry for something, she was very, very sweet, very, very sweet. I should say that first, and then, of course, we're all human, right? And administration issues. So because of that anger, she said, open the book, 1,000-page book. Mahabharata, literature. She said, she chanted some poem. She said, open that poem in that book. If we didn't do, gone case. And it was not even from our previous class. Some time ago she taught, imagine 1,000-page book, how am I to search? So her table was like this. I was sitting here. I put my hands like this under her table. Anyada Sharanam Nasti. That's it, nothing else. I was so scared. I said, Swami, you have to help me. And then I just opened the book. The poem was right there. Imagine Swami's love. More than that, his mercy. In the entire world, when he had so many things to take care of, did he really need to do that? Open the same poem for me? That is Swami. Because how can he do this, right? When he is in, how can Swami do that? Because he has a million things to do, but still how? Can anyone say? Try. Because he is the indweller of our hearts. He is not outside. He is inside each of us. That was the reason. Whatever you think, he is listening. Whatever you do, he is watching. Okay? Whatever you say, he is listening. So don't forget that. If you remember that, I'm telling you, you'll be a gem. You'll be Swami's child. That was one incident. And next one, I was in my Indianapolis Sai Center doing bhajans. And when I was doing bhajans, I used to have this sciatica pain, severe pain that I couldn't even sit on the floor. Even for 5 minutes, I would just change my legs, sitting positions and all. And at the same time, few months back, I lost my dad. So I was already in that stress. And then I got to know that my mom had some heart issues. She was already very old then, and she was supposed to go through undergo surgery, open heart surgery. That was killing me because I used to, of course, who doesn't love their mom? But still, she was my friend and philosopher too, my mom. So I was praying to Swami, how can you do this, Swami? Please help her. I already lost my dad and she doesn't have anyone. How can you do this? She's very old. I don't know if she can withstand that surgery at that age, 80 years. And then I was praying to Swami. All of a sudden, I heard a voice from inside. I would like to quote. I don't want to say something. I would like to quote whatever. He said, you are my student, and it is my responsibility to take care of your family. Ammaki nayamaipotundi. I'll translate in English again. Amma arogyanni tapassula bhavistunavu. Nee tapassuku mechi neekoka varam istunanu. Ippide nee sciaticaan teesestunanu. That means Amma will be fine. You are praying for mother's health like a penance. I'm pleased for your penance and I'm giving you a boon. I'm taking away your sciatica pain right now. That's what. I didn't believe what is happening. For the first time, that was the first time for me to hear his voice. No sound, nothing, but you can hear Swami's, I don't know how to explain this. There is no sound at all, but you can hear. That is like when you're very quiet and in that mode, when you're connected to Swami, this one happens. And let me tell you, let's not say, okay, something Swami said. If it is something selfish for us, that's not Swami saying, okay? Remember that. So I want everyone to remember this. So this is what I heard from inside. I didn't believe that. I thought, what am I listening? My sciatica pain going away? No way. And then immediately I realized my pain went away. I thought it was not possible. That was not true. No way. Maybe for some reason, but it will come back. And then I went back home. I didn't even tell my husband. I observed for 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, and I think it was a 3rd month or 2 months or 3rd month, I forgot. But then I told my husband, this is what happened. I didn't have sciatica pain at all. I couldn't believe it, but it happened. How gracious of Swami, right? When you love your mom, when you love your parents selflessly, this is what Swami does for us. I didn't even ask for him to heal me. Because I loved my mom so selflessly, that's what he did it to me. So I want all of you to know how important a mother or a father, the role they play. So always have that respect. I know you're all born and brought up here like my kids. I know in and out of my kids. And I know how in general they behave. I'm not saying bad, because it's so easy to get tempted. The most difficult task is yours. I was telling my friends also yesterday. We were brought up in India. We know the culture, everything. We are able to balance it in such a way that we can mingle here as well as there. But yours is the most difficult task because you have peer pressure. So many things happen. At home, we tell you something, our culture. There you hear something else. So I don't want the youngsters to get confused. No matter what, God is beyond time, right? So no matter what, remember one thing, no matter what land you're living in. However, like if you want to mingle with them, do everything. But when there is a choice for you to pick between good and bad, I want each of us, not just you, even us, each of us to pick the right thing. That's when you can prove that you're Swami's child. Okay? That's important thing. And we used to go to Brindavan for summer course, excuse me. And when we went to Brindavan for summer course for 10 days, Swami, that was the last day for our stay, and we asked Swami, Pad Namaskar. And then Swami said, no time, no time. And before this happened, in the afternoon, I was thinking, Swami, why don't you take pictures with us? We never had that opportunity. Why don't you take pictures with us? That would be a great memory for our lives. This was what, just a thought went by. I never thought it was possible at all. I just happened to think that way. And that evening, we asked him for Pad Namaskar. Swami, please give us Pad Namaskar. And then Swami said, no time, no time. And then again he said, Mito photos digutanu. And then I was shocked. Really? Imagine how much careful I should be, right, when I'm thinking of anything. So because Swami is listening to everything. So that is our omniscient Lord. That evening, I'll show you the pictures later, Prashanti. I can explain those, but still, that was a great memory for me where Swami took pictures with each batch. And I remember our all these folks, our Anandpur girls will remember all that. That was really wonderful. And we had Guru Purnima and Brindavan, Guru Purnima celebrations. And then we were all, whenever Swami asked us to come to Brindavan, only then we could go. We could not go whenever we wanted, whenever the teachers wanted. So that time Swami didn't send us any word to come to Brindavan for Guru Purnima. So we were all like crying, Swami, why don't you call us? Why are you so partial towards brothers? These were our words always. And we did this bhajan. Ana hi padega, Baba, ana hi padega. I'm sure all of you know this. Anytime we wanted our wish to be fulfilled, our good wish, noble wish to be fulfilled, it's very easy, you know, to move Swami, the Lord of the universe, very easy. Whenever all of us, all 500 of us sat in the bhajan hall and then sang this, Ana hi padega, Baba, ana hi padega, he has to come. There is no choice left for him other than to come. So he would give darshan to so many people, invisible to rest of them where only few people could see. So we were doing that special bhajan. We never did bhajans in the afternoon. We only did in the evenings. So that day all of us decided, let's see why Swami won't call us. So all of us went to the bhajan hall and then we did this special bhajans for 1 hour. And then all our Anandpur, Jema madam, she came after the bhajans in the evening, that evening. She said, you know something? They went to Swami and it seems Swami said, I know my children are doing special bhajans for me. And then he sent word so that all of us could go to Brindavan. So he arranged for 10 buses and then Poor Swami, he didn't call us because it was already like a jam-packed Brindavan, Whitefield. And imagine 500 students and staff going there and living for a few days. So Swami said he got 6 bathrooms constructed overnight for all of us. And because there was no accommodation, he had all of us stay in the Kalyana Mandapam. That one, nobody lives there. They only get wedded. But Swami, for his children, he gave that accommodation. And imagine when we went there, Swami's building was right attached to, like almost attached like that. When you look out, Swami's building was there. So we were like full of enthusiasm, that energy. And then we didn't even utter a word. We were only whispering everything. Imagine 500 students whispering for so many days. We didn't talk a word. And there was no space at all even. They'll give you like 4 feet for each person maybe, 5 feet, 6 feet. That's it. And then we adjusted so much only for Swami. And then Swami gave us interview. And then Swami said, I know how much you all went through. That was the reason I got several bathrooms constructed for all my daughters. And then he spoke to us so lovingly. Sometimes when you look at Swami, he's the Lord of the universe, but still he's so grounded. He tells us what we did in our hostel. And those were the moments very touching for me. Like Swami was saying, I know you girls. I come to your dining hall. This is all invisible, okay? Swami was in Parthi normally, but this is in Anantapur, what I'm saying, in the dining hall. Swami is saying, whenever I come to your dining hall, why you girls make so much of noise with the vessels? That was not to scold us, to tell us, I am omniscient. You girls think I don't call you often, I don't come to Anantapur, but I am there with you at all times. So how scary that statement was at the same time. So loving, at the same time, imagine, not outward action. Inside, what you're thinking inside your mind, Swami knows. What we are doing, nobody sees it, Swami sees it. So that's so imagine, it's like a penance for us. Every day was a penance. So it was beautiful. And then Swami picked at 2 girls in the corner. And then he said, I know you both sit in the dining hall and chat. So these were instances of his omniscience. We felt so touching, really, all these. So I wanted to share with you those things too, experiences. And then for the Guru Purnima, when we went, we were supposed to pay for the money, pay for the food. So all of us paid to our teachers already for those days. If it is summer course, Swami never takes anything. But we are going there as anybody else, right? Like pilgrims. So when we went there, I was thinking, Swami, you're a mother. How can you take money from us for food, that too? Take us for anything, charge us for anything, but not for food. That was my thought. Again, human mind, it just traveled. And then in Guru Purnima, when Swami gave us interview, Swami was saying, talking about his other things, super specialty hospital, so many things. And then he said, okay, I will not say it in my words again. He said, I'm not going to take money from you for the food. You're all my children. Will any mother charge money for feeding her children? Teachers, all of you, please return the children's money. This was what Swami said. And then he looked right into my eyes. And then you should see, I was in tears. Thank you, Swami, I thought inside. And then all the girls, everybody shouted, thank you, Swami, they said. And then Swami said, don't say thanks. When a mother feeds her children, do the children say thanks? You have the right, it is my duty. So this is Swami's motherly love on this Ladies' Day I wanted to share with all of you. And then coming to dreams. Dream is not a mere dream, right? When you think of Swami, Swami says when you get other dreams, it's because of indigestion, because you had so much of food. But when you think of Swami, it's not because you thought of Swami, it's because Swami willed it. It's out of his divine sankalpa that we can dream of Swami. I can't tell how many times I dreamt and everything came true. Sometimes it's scary to my family too. They would say, oh my God, don't tell me if something bad you dreamt of me. So it was that. So one day, I was doing my master's, and I used to take up several responsibilities, not just dinner serving. Like anybody wanted to go to the hospital for the doctor's visit, Jayama madam would call me and say, child, do you mind taking them? She would say. And then, yes, ma'am. We had so many tests, we had so much of, so many things to do, but still I would just take it up just because madam said I would go and do it. And then visitors, on Sundays the visitors would come. Only mom and dad were supposed to come. If any other male, even though it's a brother or anybody, no matter who it was, not even a male mosquito enters Anantapur campus. So it was like that. So I used to take care of visitors and assigning people and all. So I really never used to have much time for myself. And it was my semester exams. So 50 marks. Out of 50 marks, 20 marks, if you don't do good, you're doomed. That's it. No looking back. So I was really worried. And then whenever I served dinner, sometimes the food would be done. Again, I had to wait. I had to come back, prepare, have the cook prepare rasam, emergency food, and then again serve all the last-minute girls. So I never used to have time. By the time I went to the room, it was 9 o'clock because I had to report to Jayama madam and Pushpa madam why 2 morsels of food was remaining. Why so much of chutney was remaining. They would not like it. Where in the world would we see a warden or somebody saying you have to eat more? In the outside world, they say, oh, please, you're eating so much. But it was only in Swami's surroundings you can see this. And then, so I went back to my room. I was stressed. I prayed to Swami, Swami, you have to help me do this well. And then I dreamt where I saw my question paper. I didn't go through any question. Probably I was sincere there also in the dream. So I just flipped the question paper to see the 20-mark question. And then I saw the question. My dream ended. As soon as I woke up, I told my friend SSSCL Sudha, I told you better prepare for this. So we prepared so much for that, 20 marks question. And then in the next day, when we had this, in a couple of days when we had this end semester, semester exams, when I received the question paper, I didn't do anything. Normally, I would not flip my paper. I would just answer as it is. So first time in my life, I flipped my paper to see the 20-mark question. And lo and behold, imagine what it was, whatever I dreamt. Same question. And you should see my happiness. I looked at my friend, I said, what? And both of us rocked it, no doubt. Oh, great, excellent. O is outstanding. Thank you. So I'm not telling you so that you can be lazy and then depend on Swami, right? I'm telling you to tell you how much Swami listens to your every prayer. He is in each and every one of us. He is the indweller of our hearts. So we rocked it, we did great. And then, and another incident I would like to share. When I was looking at that video, we were thinking, oh my God, all my memories I could see there. So one time, Swami was, I think it was in Brindavan. Swami was on the Jula, and he was swinging. No, not on the Jula, sorry. He was sitting on the chair, and he was, his feet were on the pedestal. And then I imagine my palm to be Swami's foot, okay? And then when I looked under his feet, I thought, oh, how tender Swami's feet. And then I did some, what is it called? Tickling, so that I could tickle Swami's feet. And then immediately Swami covered his feet. Again I prayed, and then he looked at me. I got scared for a moment. Sorry, Swami, sorry, Swami. And then again I said, sorry, Swami, I will not do that again. Please show your feet. And then again he showed his feet. So that was one thing of his omniscience. Swami performed mass marriages. How many of you know about this? Swami performed mass marriages twice that I know of. Very good. Good to know. So when he performed these mass marriages, they asked for a few students. Luckily, Swami picked, madams picked few of us. I'm sure all of you experienced that. And then we were all there. And Swami performed these mass marriages, and you should see the beauty. Like, imagine God in human form. He's like, I cannot tell you, so many 108 pairs were there. And then he was performing the wedding for all those pairs, and they were taking Pad Namaskar and all. I didn't know how those people felt, but it was like a boon to all of us, because Anantapur students were picked for each pair they assigned one Anantapur student, so that we could take care of them, making sure to get them ready, the bride ready and all. And whenever the priest announced something, we would help them, because they didn't even know anything there. And Swami gave Pad Namaskar. That was a beautiful experience. When I looked at that, I was remembering that mass marriages thing when I looked at that video. And Swami would give us interviews, outgoing interviews, to all of outgoing batches. And you should see the beauty there. Just his daughters, and Swami and the lecturers. So all of us were sitting in the Bhajan Prashanti Mandir. And Swami would give us Pad Namaskar. He would talk to all of us. In general, he would give us guidance. He would say, you are all going to be daughters-in-law in the future. So try to be a good daughter-in-law. Swami would say, if your mother-in-law comes with a stick, do not go back with a stick behind her. So he was really like, not even our parents would do that these days. Even parents are scared to tell their children, behave like this, behave like this. I don't know what the children would say. But that was how Swami molded each of us, to tell how you should behave in your mother-in-law's house, how you should talk, how you should behave. Kattu, bottu, juttu, how it has to be a women's. So all these Swami taught us. Not even our parents did it so much, I should say. And he said, even though you don't get any marks, it's okay, but do not get remarks. Be my daughters. Whenever you step out of this institute, you still remember that I am with you, I'm watching everything. So that will always stay in our minds and heart forever. And then he said, your mother-in-law may not praise you. Remember this. But inside, she knows what a Sai student is. So she would definitely take. So he said, she may not praise you, but I am inside her head. I know when she praises. So remember that. That was like, I can't tell you how happy I was when I heard that. And then he said, some of you are scared when you get married, new life, all these in-laws, everybody in the house, you are so scared. But remember, whenever you get married, even before you enter your mother-in-law's house, I will be inside the house welcoming you. This was the promise Swami gave to all of us. So I'm really indebted to Swami for that. And also he would tell us how important it is to be working with unity, in unity. Whenever we take up any activities or anything in our lives, he said, you have to stand united. Maybe you may have differences. That's okay. It's okay to have differences. But discuss and then come to a conclusion that is good for everyone. So that's what Swami taught us. And another thing, he always tells this, whatever good you did to others, forget it, he said. That way you don't have any expectations. Whatever bad anyone has done towards you, forget it, he said, and forgive. So that is the beauty of Swami's teachings. And then, so what are some takeaways from this? First important thing I would say, let's remember Swami's omniscience. He is the Hridaya Nivasi, indweller of our hearts. The only way to connect to Swami is to feel him in our hearts. Whenever you're walking, praying, sometimes people say we don't have time at all. In this materialistic world, we are working, taking care of the family, coming, taking care of the center activities, so many things people do. But remember, we don't need to have time, we have to make time. That's what Swami taught all of us. So even when you're driving to work, when you're walking, when you're cooking, chant Swami's name or any Lord's name, right? That way, that is the only way to utilize our time in this Kali Yuga. We will not have time. That's how our lives are designed, or we took upon ourselves. But we should remember that. And if you want anything to be fulfilled, any good wish, I always stress on this, any noble wish, not dirty wishes, okay? Whenever you want any wish to be fulfilled, you have your finals coming up, you're scared, you're stressed. I don't want all of you to get stressed at all. Think of Swami, chant his name, write a letter to him. I do it even now. Write a letter to him, say, Swami, I need this help, I'm stuck, something, and then put it at his feet. Tear it. Your parents don't need to look at it. Nobody has to look at it. Just tear it. Because you're putting all your energy into it. You're thinking of Swami. When you're writing, you're putting that energy in the form of writing on the paper. So even adults, I would like to say, if you have anything, just write it down. Write a letter to Swami. It does not need to go anywhere. You can just write it down and tear it. And also, how many of you went to Prashant Nilayam after 2011? Great. So some of you might have seen Swami, right? And some of you might not have seen Swami. Did you see Rama? Anybody here? Thanks, you didn't raise your hands. So nobody saw Rama, right? Nobody saw Sri Krishna, but we heard about them. We heard through Ramayana and Bharata and Bhagavata and all. Just because we didn't see Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, can you say they don't exist? Same way, Swami. His physical form is not here, but he's always with us. So we should always keep that in mind. Just because we didn't see Rama, it does not mean we don't believe in Rama. Just because we didn't see Swami, it doesn't mean we should not believe in him. Have that faith first. Place your faith first, and then the miracles will happen. Even I was also very sad when I went to Parthi post 2011. I couldn't take it in, but I would like to say, what a beautiful feeling I had. But at the same time, it was a rough time for me, like anybody else. It was very, very rough because the Divine Parent taught us how to live without his physical presence. Anantapur girls are all used to that, I'm sure, and all the devotees are used to that now without Swami's physical presence. But still, he taught us when he was in his physical proximity. Swami said, I would like to quote, Puttaparthi is the place which will ensure that we won't have rebirth. If you stay in Prashant Nilayam, a sacred dhama, and you undertake any penance, any sadhana, any dhyana, japa, this place will grant you that blessing of coming out of the cycle of birth and death. The powerhouse of this holy place is Sai Kulwant Hall. It is the heart of Prashant Nilayam. And I would also like to narrate one incident that depicts the significance of this Sai Kulwant Hall. Swami asked Brother Bombay Srinivasan, do you know the reason why I suggested green color for the ceiling? Anybody observe the ceiling? It's green in color, Kulwant Hall, Sai Kulwant Hall. And then he said, Swami, you told that it, and Swami asked him, why did I create this green ring for you? He said, Swami, you said that it's emerald ring. Emerald is for peace, and that I needed peace, Swami, you gave me this ring. And then Swami held the ring and spoke thus. Exactly. Thousands of devotees arrive here with many problems. They have money problem, child problem, job problem, health problem, children's education problem, and likewise any problem. I cannot go to each and every person and then create emerald rings for them. So what I have done, this is gold, and there is gold up there. This is emerald, and there is emerald up in the ceiling. What I'm doing is that I'm transforming the entire Kulwant Hall into an emerald hall. Whoever is sitting inside this hall is getting the shower of divine rays of peace, even without their knowing. And Swami said, Bhagawan had done all this not for me. It's for all the devotees. So we never knew this. Many of us didn't know this, that when you sit in the Kulwant Hall under the green ceiling, you're all getting healed. We are all getting peace. No wonder there is so much of Prashanti in Prashant Nilayam, even now in the absence of Swami's physical presence. And he promised humanity he'll come to our rescue when our faith meets his feet. Until we meet him in heaven, let's sense his presence in the land of Patti. He chose to be born among all the great places in the wide world. So let's pray to him for solace and soothing the tears of separation that caused. And I would now like to conclude with an offering of heartfelt prayers reflecting on that gloomy moment in 2011. Tears on our cheeks, falling like rain, thinking of things we won't see again. Priceless moments gone from our sight. Without him near, it doesn't feel right. But didn't Swami say, why fear when I am here? On the land of Patti, with a sweet gaze so clear, waiting for us in Patti to be, bow at his sannidhi feeling free. The pathway in Patti touched by Swami's feet, air filled with his fragrance, oh so sweet. Devotees' eyes sparkled with hope's gleam, first glimpse of darshan, a cherished dream. Hearts beating to pause, to hear his whispers. Faith amassed from his gaze, strength in silence. Wisdom sensed in his profound silence, sins burnt away in divine love's alliance. Love perennial in every heart, his smile a balm, playing its part. Silent whispers ring in the air, his watchful eye a presence everywhere. Unchanged by time, though form may fade, human yet not human, a truth displayed. God incarnate, the reason it prevails, Prashantiniliam, where peace never fails. Patti an anchorage, heaven on this earth, unyielding to time, a place of rebirth. Volunteers carry on, service in their hearts. Educational institutions, each role imparts. Sai's advent on the land of Patti is a planned universal event. SSSCL's descent is for a grand human ascent. For the divine came down as avatar to teach humanity selfless love afar. Sai has descended down times many to drown us in bliss away from agony. The avatar has lived every moment for us. Why not live our every breath for him? Happy birthday to our dear Lord. On behalf of all of us, may we become your message to the world. Jai Sai Ram. And sister, would you like to just quickly, this is in Whitefield, Brindavan, Kalyana Mandapa. You can just quickly fast, yeah. And this is the picture that I was talking about, Swami posing with our undergrad class. This is again in Whitefield, Brindavan, that the Swami gave us saris. An interview in Patti, whenever he gave us any interview for Anandpur girls. And Brindavan Trai session, I gave him a letter and asked him for my sister's health. And Buddha chain given by Swami, I forgot to include this experience, that's okay, in my dream. And mass marriages performed by Bhagawan. And receiving sports prizes from Swami. And this was doing Narayan Seva. Daridra Narayan Seva is the best Seva, Swami says. And sports meet in Puttaparthi when I was doing my individual hula hoop item in the center. And whereas there is a group item on the left. Convocation in Patti for my post-graduation. And this was when I offered my book, dedicated my book to Swami, when we went for the Golden Jubilee Anantapur campus. That's it. Sairam all. Thank you all for being so patient and loving. Happy Ladies' Day and happy birthdays to Swami.
I know it is 11:30. Once again, happy birthday to you, Swami, and happy Ladies' Day to one and all here. It was a wonderful to hear the complete aspect of the Anantapur campus At least I heard of it, but most of here would have not heard. It is nice to listen what is different between what other campuses and what form is Divine Campus has. A sister has brought up a lot of things in her talk today. It's to ponder back, re-remind ourselves always that the supreme power who is being dwell in us is always, always, always there to guide us. Kids, I think a lot of lessons have been told. I mean, you need to just, as sister has provided today, please go ahead, write your genuine, whatever issues you have to Swami, pray to him and ask or seek his blessings. Everyone here has something to learn today. And thank you so much for bringing up all those points in his presence, quoting his quotes, which you had felt, and that was one of the beautiful things. So we thank you once again on behalf of SriSathyaSai Center of Loudoun, coming all the way from Indianapolis, and Indianapolis, yes. Sorry. I always forget about Region 5, sorry. We request you to come here and have a token of love that we would like to give it to you. I request Renu Auntie, who is here, and also Sunanda Didi, please come over here, please, and hand over the token of love to Sister Sharmila. After this, we'll be having a short snack break, 10 minutes break. We should be all assembled back at 11:45 here, because we have a beautiful thing coming up as the next segment. So we'll have a short 10-minute break. Saira.
Allowed us to practice the sacred principles of thought, word, and deed, leading us to a more meaningful existence in the service of humanity. In this play, we brothers are offering endeavors to bring Swami's teachings to life. We aim to illustrate how a life dedicated to his service brings forth divine manifestations that watch over and mature his devoted souls. As Swami often reminds us, take one step towards me and I shall take 100 steps towards you. Through this play, we hope to convey the profound truth behind these words and inspire all of us to embrace the path of selfless service. Saira. Before we raise the curtains and our side brothers start their play, let me give you a brief overview of the scene one. In a world where hope can sometimes feel lost, a small group of people going through a tough time, dealing with the delicate nature of life, they are moving together through the halls of hospital, facing the sad truth and sticking together with strong friendship and family ties. In the unfolding scene, we see David, Suresh, Kareem, and Gaurav standing side by side, all sharing the same worry. The person they care the most is really sick, and they are in the hospital desperately looking for answers and comfort. Feeling the heaviness of not knowing and the sadness that might come, they turn to the doctors, Vijay and Arun, who has the hard job of telling them the life-changing news. This emotional roller coaster really evaluates how strong their love and courage are as they get ready for the difficult time ahead. They realize the deep importance of having faith in God, sticking close to the family and friends, and staying strong in the face of challenges. Sai Ram.
Oh, my dear friend, do not worry. Your dad will be perfectly fine.
David is right. He does take care of everyone.
Doctor, how is Gaurav's dad now?
Well, we've selected a few drugs that will numb the pain, so he should be feeling better now. What is the problem, doctor?
Well, the test results have come. I hate to break this to you, Mr. Gaurav, but your dad is suffering from pulmonary carcinoma.
What is this disease, doctor?
Doctor, whatever the cost is, we're ready to bear it. Please start the treatment immediately.
I really am sorry, but this is a rare and fatal one, lung cancer. There is no cure for this disease.
But doctor, there must be somebody who could do something. Please do not tell me that dad is going to die.
There was one doctor, Dr. Chandramouli, who was my professor. However, that option is no longer possible. I'm truly sorry, Mr. Gaurav, but there is nothing more we can do at this point. It may be time to inform your relatives.
Doctor, we understand. Can we at least meet him now?
Yes, he might have regained consciousness by now, but please ensure that you handle him with utmost care, avoiding any strain as he is incredibly weak at the moment. The medications are likely taking toll on his energy.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much. Gaurav, come, let us see him.
I don't think I can bear this pain. My dad is going through so much pain.
Stay strong, my friend. You must now become your dad's pillar of strength.
Come on, everyone. Let us go.
In scene 2, in a world where friendship and life's challenge meet, we find ourselves in a moment of deep connection and thought. Around Gupta, a dad known for his selfless care and dedication, are his close friends David, Suresh, and Karim, and his son Gaurav. In the serious atmosphere of the hospital room, these loyal friends and caring family are dealing with the tough truth about Gupta's health. Right here, in the middle of not knowing what will happen and feeling sad, the true meaning of their relationships, the teachings of Swami become clear. Gupta, in his last days, shares his wisdom and way of looking at life with his loved ones. His friends, really moved by his always helping and caring nature, tell Gaurav to follow the path of helping others, even when going through tough personal times. In this scene full of emotions, we see the mix of love, dedication, and a strong desire to help others, all happening with Gupta's strong faith and Gaurav's struggle with the pain life has given him in the background.
Do not worry. You will be all right.
So glad to see all of you here, Gaurav. How are you doing today?
Dad, the doctor said that you are suffering from pulmonary carcinoma. Did they also convey the difficult news that it's incurable?
They didn't need to. I was already aware of this condition. They say there are only a few days left for me.
This feels like a cruel twist of fate, my friend. This isn't how I envision things, especially for you. You have never hesitated to support me in every aspect of my life, whether financially or emotionally. You've always been there.
Yes, not just for me, but for all of us. Your actions have been a very powerful lesson that one doesn't need to possess all the wealth in the world to serve a fellow human being. It simply takes compassion and empathy.
Life has brought both joys and challenges my way. I have cherished the warm company of all of you, and it's been an incredible journey indeed. I noticed Gaurav's silence. Perhaps he's concerned about who will look after him when I depart from this world. Don't worry, Gaurav. Swami will watch over you. In fact, he will care for every soul in this world.
Dad, please, enough. Don't mention his name before me. Your entire life, you dedicated it to him. You are the best dad anyone could ask for. The finest person anyone could aspire to be. But what has all this devotion brought you? This pain? I don't seek help from this seemingly ungrateful entity that shows no compassion for you. I am so tired of this life, Swami.
Gaurav, today our Sai Center is doing a Narayan Seva service event at a local food shelter. Why don't you join us? It might provide some solace amidst what you are facing and bring you joy in serving those in need.
Yes, friend. Love all, serve all is what our Swami taught us all throughout his life.
Gaurav, what Kareem and David said is correct. What I am facing today should not stop you from being involved in service activities.
Yes, Gaurav and all of us are heading to Narayana Seva now, and together we will serve those in need.
Okay, Dad. While it pains me deeply to witness your suffering, considering you dedicated your entire life to serve others, I am committed to participate in Narayan Seva.
In a caring place where kindness and faith come together, we meet Karim, Suresh, Gaurav, and a humble man named John, who has often been on the receiving end of their kindness. As they gather in a shelter, it becomes clear that not everything is going well among them. In the midst of handing out food, a moment of deeper connection unfolds. Carrying the weight of his father's sickness opens up to John, a man who has faced his fair share of tough times. What starts as a simple talk turned into a heartfelt moment as Gaurav shares his pain with John. Gaurav's belief in something greater is evaluated as he deals with his father's suffering and prayers that seems unanswered. John, however, stays strong in his belief, telling Gaurav that divine help is always possible. Their talk goes into the complexities of faith, the strength of prayer, and the tough question of why some prayers feel unheard. As Gaurav, John, Karim, and David discuss these deep topics, we get a look into their different views and a shared hope that helps them through life challenges. As they have this emotional talk, the stage is set for a tough exploration of faith, complete surrender, and the strong spirit that keeps people going.
Suresh, please ask all the Narayanas to stand in a line to collect food.
Hey boy, how are you doing today? I see a happy face every time I collect the food. But you seem to be worried. Is everything okay?
Well, John, my dad is suffering from severe cancer. And doctors say that there is no hope that he will survive this dangerous disease. He is a great man who worked all his life to remove the suffering of others. If there is really a God out there, he would not let my dad go through so much pain.
Oh, sorry to hear about it, Gaurav. Do not worry. His good actions to help others will save him from this critical condition. Have faith. Your merciful Sai Baba will rescue him. God is a savior for everyone in this world.
John, he would take care of everyone. If he really does that, my dad would not be fighting a losing battle in the hospital right now. He failed to take care of my dad and many other sick people in this hospital. How could he take care of the entire world? How about you? Is he taking care of you?
Why? Why do you think that he is not taking care of me? Isn't it that why he has sent you all to take care of me?
Allahu Akbar. Gaurav, please don't lose hope. Life on this earth comes with its share of challenges for everyone. Remember, even in tough times, Swami is there to guide and support us.
Gaurav, I believe your dad does not share these feelings. He's a firm believer in the concept of sin and its repercussions, understanding that everyone must face the consequence of their actions.
Oh, my friend Gaurav, yes, your dad is well aware of what he is suffering from. He calls it God's great plan.
Today, as he lies in the hospital bed, he continues to fight for his life, trusting in the watchful gaze of his ever compassionate Swami. Allah Kareem, we believe that divine intervention will come when the time is right.
The doctors have given up. My dad has given up. It seems like Swami has given up too. I'm considering staying here to find refuge from the harsh realities of life.
Practical, very practical. I can now understand why you hold your belief so firmly. You have presented this almost as systematically as mathematics. Love plus devotion plus service equals no pain. However, it seems that you might have missed a few variables and misunderstood a few others in this equation of life.
Subhanallah. Gaurav, what John mentioned is absolutely correct. Please don't lose hope. Everything will work out. Let's place our trust in what Swami has in store for us.
What you say sounds very convincing, John. In fact, it is too convincing to believe, but only in theory. And I base my beliefs on reality, but not on fables and analogies. Prayer, even if it is an approach to God, is surely not powerful enough to perform miracles. Well, what do I have to lose anyway? I might as well try your way.
Allah Akbar. Put him back into the house of life from the threshold of death that he is suffering at this moment.
Think back to your childhood, Gaurav. Didn't you ask your parents for a birthday gift, a delicious meal, or a favor for a friend? Now, as you have grown, you might find it challenging to seek help from the Holy Trinity. But always remember, it's only God who can help you at this moment.
But why does it seem like he is not hearing me? Why aren't my dad's prayers being answered? My dad is the only family I have left. Should I lose him too?
My dear Gaurav, hold this belief in your heart. El Shama listens to all, and the response is based on the devotion in one's heart.
But does it truly make a difference? How does all these faiths, sincerity, and devotions strengthen the power of prayer?
Ya Allah. Imagine taking an empty capsule. Would it improve your condition? For the body to respond, there must be medicine inside. Likewise, a prayer without faith, sincerity, and devotion is like an empty capsule. Faith can move mountains, and devotion can even bring the dead back to life.
Thank you, John, Kareem, and everyone else for showing me the right path. Now I realize what my prayers are missing: the complete surrender to that Supreme Lord.
Bhagawan, Bhagawan.
My dear, do not worry at all. Please take good care of yourself and have faith that God will watch over us. God will watch over us. will watch over us.
So far?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the next scene? Yes. All right. Let me give a brief overview of what may come next scene. In a quiet hospital room, things are pretty serious, as you see. Dr. Chandramouli, a mysterious and super knowledgeable doctor, walks in and gives important instructions. At the same time, Gupta, a dad dealing with the really tough health issues, gets a visit from this interesting doctor. Gupta is confused and not sure what to think. But Dr. Chandramouli turns out to be a special doctor brought in just for Gupta. As they talk, Gupta goes from being unsure to cautiously hopeful. Dr. Chandramouli, who usually works with patients under anesthesia, reveals a new medicine made just for Gupta's problem. Gupta, feeling a mix of nervous and amazement, lets the doctor give him the treatment. As time passes, Gupta notices that he is getting better. This is crucial moment in Gupta's story. Dr. Chandramouli helps bring a bit of hope, shining a light on the situation and getting ready for the exciting drama ahead. Enjoy. Sign out.
Nobody should disturb me. Do not let anybody enter until I give permission.
What are you, sir? Are you a doctor? I haven't seen you here in this hospital.
Do not get so confused, Mr. Gupta. I am Dr. Chandramouli, Dr. Vijay's professor and a specialist in your kind of cases. I have been specially invited for your sake. How are you feeling now?
All these doctors say it's of no use now. How do you know about me?
I know about everyone. I am a doctor who works on patients when they are under anesthesia. So my patients do not know me.
Doctor, but I don't have any hope of surviving. I have run out of time.
Let me just tell you one thing. I know much more than all the doctors serving you. This is a newly invented medication precisely for your ailment.
There must be some magic in your words, doctor. Is happening to me. I feel better now. I don't feel any pain. Wow, it feels great, doctor.
It is working. That's good. Take some rest.
Scene 5. In a cold and quiet hospital room, Gaurav, a worried son, nervously waits for news about his dad. The room is still except for the sounds of medical machines, and the medical team talks with Gaurav. Arun, the doctor's assistant, hesitates but shares news of a new complication. Gaurav feels a shiver of fear. The upcoming revelation makes the room feel heavy, and Gaurav's worries grow with each passing moment. Vijay, the main doctor, takes a deep breath, ready to tell Gaurav the tough truth. The news is really bad, and it is clear how serious the situation is. Gupta, the dad, is in a critical condition, and things have taken a turn for the worse, much to Gaurav's sadness and everyone else. As Gaurav tries to understand the heartbreaking news, the room is filled with the shared feelings of sadness. The time is running out, and the medical team has a tough job ahead to try and save Gupta. The decision about a possible coma is looming, making Gaurav and the others feel a deep sense of sadness and hopelessness. The scene is full of desperate plea for help as they face the harsh reality of the situation.
Doctor, how is my dad feeling now?
Gaurav, I'm sorry about this, but there has been a new complication.
What? A new complication? Oh my God!
We've been diligently monitoring your dad's vital signs. Unfortunately, his condition has deteriorated significantly and he is now in a critical state. Your dad has entered a state of cessation.
What? A cessation? Doctor, please do something to save him.
Yes, we're trying our best. If his condition doesn't improve, he will slip into coma.
Coma? Sai-Ram! Oh my God!
No, doctor. Please do something.
Something amazing is happening. Gupta, who was really sick, now stands as a proof of surprising change. He happily talks to the medical team, thanking them and feeling really good about his newfound health. But the medical staff is surprised and does not quite believe what Gupta is saying. Gaurav, Gupta's son, is caught between his dad's happy words and the doctor's doubts. Even as Gupta insists he is much better, Gaurav and the doctors are puzzled. Then someone unexpected, John, becomes important in the story. Gaurav tells everyone about its dad's sudden and amazing recovery, sparking curiosity and amazement. The stage is set for a big reveal that goes beyond regular medicine. Gupta's words suggest something divine happened, and he gives credit to a mysterious Dr. Chandramouli for his recovery. However, Vijay, the main doctor, does not buy it and says Dr. Chandramouli passed away a long time ago. In this intense atmosphere, the room becomes a mix of faith and science. The characters try to understand what just happened. The idea of divine help takes the spotlight, and they talk about the power of prayer. The scene unfolds as a proof of something hard to explain, and the characters try to understand the amazing and mysterious side of faith.
Doctor, I'm overjoyed to see you. I'm feeling remarkably well without any pain at all. My heartfelt thanks for sending Dr. Chandramouli to treat me.
What are you talking about, Mr. Gupta? It is impossible.
Dad, are you saying that you are feeling good now?
I'm fine, son. I'm fine. Feeling extremely good with no pain or any uneasiness at all.
Doctor, my dad says he is doing exceptionally well with no pain. Wow, I'm truly amazed. Even John mentioned to me that my dad would recover soon.
John, is he another doctor?
Gaurav, I told Dr. Vijay that his professor, Dr. Chandramouli, had come and he gave me a special medicine for my ailment.
Dr. Chandramouli?
Mr. Gupta, this is impossible. Dr. Chandramouli could not have come. He passed away years ago.
What? So it was my Swami after all. My Swami came in the form of Dr. Chandramouli to take care of me. Gaurav, he appeared in human form to save me. Remember what Swami says? If you take one step towards me, I will take 100 towards you.
Yes, Dad. Even though I doubted him, he came to rescue you. He did not abandon me even when I walked away from him. I have now realized the power of prayer.
Do not worry, my dear Gaurav. Did I not tell you that it will all be fine? Remember Swami saying, life is a mosaic of pleasure and pain. Grief is an interval between two moments of joy.
This is really a medical miracle. I'm astonished and it's truly unbelievable.
Yes, true. I cannot believe Swami came in the form of Dr. Chandramouli and treated Mr. Gupta.
I must go and thank Mr. John. I really need to share this miracle of Swami right away.
Yes, Gaurav, we can't wait to meet him too.
Gaurav, you are truly blessed. You followed your dad's path in always serving people. That is why Swami came to your rescue. Why don't we all go to the shelter, meet Mr. John, and share this amazing news with him?
Yes, let's all go and meet this man of kindness.
Scene 7. In a shelter meant to help people, a group gathers with one goal, to find a man named John. They expect a heartwarming reunion, but things get confusing. Gaurav, the son, looks for John, but the food shelter manager Bob says there is no one by that name here. This surprises and confuses the group because they remember meeting John at the shelter before, sharing food and talking. The difference between their memories and what Bob says makes them curious and puzzled. In this unsure situation, the stage is ready for a scene that makes everyone question what they know. As the group tries to understand this mystery, they start talking about faith and divine help. Themes like helping others, being devoted, and the strength of prayer become important. These ideas resonate with the characters and leave a strong impact on their lives. The scene becomes proof of the mysteries and amazing parts of life and faith. It makes the characters and the audience think about how extraordinary things can happen in everyday life, especially when there is devotion. It's a tribute to the belief that with divine grace, even things we cannot explain become part of the incredible journey of being human.
Sir, we are all here to meet Mr. John, who lives here. Can we meet him?
Sir, there is no one by the name of John in our facility. Are you sure the name is right?
No, sir.
We all remember his name very well. It's John. We came to serve food to people here last week. And I did offer food to him and even talked to him too.
I am sorry, sir. All I can say is that there has been no such person by the name of John in our facility for the past few months.
I am surprised how this can even happen at all. We had very lengthy conversations with him.
I have served as the manager of this shelter for over a decade, and I am not familiar with the individual you are mentioning. It appears that there might be some confusion. Perhaps you are referring to a different shelter. There is no one named John here.
But sir, he was here with me last week.
Well, you might have to check with another shelter that is nearby. I can provide the shelter details if needed.
Oh my God, this is another miracle too.
Yes, true, doctor. How blessed are Mr. Gupta and Gaurav to receive this kind of attention from God.
That's correct. Gupta led a life of impeccable and benevolent service. A life lived for others, saturated with love and compassion for acquaintances and strangers alike. A life full of worship and devotion where Swami's name has become his breath. A life worth saving.
Yes, even Gaurav is a truly blessed kid. He followed his dad's path by always serving people.
Alhamdulillah, devotion holds great power and sincerity in prayer is significant. You have answered the earnest prayers of countless devotees in the past, and you have continued to do so in the cases of both Mr. Gupta and Gaurav.
Swami always says, don't ever think that you and God are separate. Always think God is with me, He's inside me, He's around me. All there is God. I myself am God.
Yes, Dad. During your difficult times, I had my doubts about faith in God. But witnessing these miracles, I've made a firm decision to dedicate my life to the path shown by our beloved Swami Bhagawan SriSathyaSai Baba. I come to a life of prayer and service, embracing this profound journey.
Jai Sai Ram, Jai Sai Ram. Our lives are His message.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Ye Mangala Nayana Ram, Ye Gopi Jeevana Sham.
Ye Mangala Nayana Ram, Ye Gopi Jeevana Ram.
Ye Shirdi ke Bhagawan, Ye Prasadi Nilaya Ram.
Ye Shirdi ke Bhagawan, Ye Prasadi Nilaya Ram.
Sadakodi Namana Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Satakoti Namana Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Sadakodi Namana Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Sairam. How was the play, the drama? Can we all give a round of applause again to all our brothers? That was an awesome play. We really thank all the Loudoun brothers who has worked very hard in practicing this drama and offering it to our dear Swami. It's a nice way of showing gratitude to him on his 98th birthday. So once again, let us give them a loud applause. Way louder. Thank you, Swami. We now, ladies, will be offering SriSathyaSai Ravanathamala and as well as Madhuro Mother Sai.
पुरीश्वर पङ्कजनेत्रा भक्तसंरक्षक साई नमो चित्रावती नदी तीर निवासी चिन्नी कृष्ण सत्य साई नमो श्रीसुतं महादेव प्रसन्नुत आप निवारण साई शिवो जय जय हे सत्य साई महेश्वर पादयुगे श्री गणनाथ पिता जगदीश्वर काशी विश्वेश्वर सा शिवो श्री भवगुण निग्रह पावन कल्पित
Oh Mother Sai Ma, you are the life of my life, Sai Ma. Sai Ma, Ma Sai Ma,
Sai Ma, Sai Ma,
Sai Ma, Sai Ma.
in times of trouble and despair, I call your name, you're always there.
Of trouble and despair, I call your name, you always there.
How can we thank you, dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
How can I thank you, oh dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
How can we thank you, dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
How can we thank you, oh dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
Ma, Sai Ma, Ma, Sai Ma,
Sai Ma, Sai Ma,
Ma, Sai Ma, Ma, Sai Ma,
Sai Ma, Sai Ma.
Mother, oh Mother Sai Ma, you mean the whole world to me, Sai Ma.
Mother, oh Mother Sai Ma, you mean the whole world to me, Sai Ma.
Mother, oh Mother Sai Ma, you are the light of my life, Sai Ma.
Mother, oh Mother Sai Ma, you are the light of my life, Sai Ma.
Ma, Sai Ma, Ma, Sai Ma,
Sai Ma, Sai Ma.
times of trouble and despair, I call your name, you're always there.
Times of trouble and despair, I call your name, you always there.
How can we thank you, dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
How can we thank you, oh dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
How can we thank you, dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
How can we thank you, oh dear Sai Ma, for all your patience and love, Sai Ma?
Ma, Sai Ma, Ma, Sai Ma,
Sai Ma, Sai Ma,
Ma, Sai Ma, Ma, Sai Ma,
Sai Ma, Sai Ma.
Mother, oh Mother Sai Ma, you mean the whole world to me, Sai Ma.
guys know it's a happy day. You guys know? Ask him to. Do you know how to say it's a happy day?
Bro, where? I don't even know, bro.
Yeah.
I came from. I didn't. Yeah. It was close. 1-0.
Closer. Sairam, closer.
It's a happy.
श्रीसाईश्वरं सुन्दररूपं कनकाम्बरधरं करुणामूर्तिं सर्वजनप्रिय प्रेमस्वरूपं पुटपर्तीश्वर सत्यनारायणं सपदपनिरभा मापमगरिसा सरिसरिसामव रेमपमगरिगे पापमवासस
Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
श्रीसाईश्वरं
जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपदान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवं मरियं तयो नीवे स्वामी मरियम तयुनीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी वो साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल हारति अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा साई नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शांति
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थ मोक्ष प्रदानं बाबा विभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि बाबा विभूतिम् इदमाश्रयामि Sacred ash miraculous Baba's creation flowing from his blessing hands holy creation granting us the greatest wealth God's divine protection beloved Baba grant us liberation beloved Baba grant us liberation paramam pavitram Baba vibhutim paramam vichitram leela vibhutim paramartha ishtartha moksha pradhanam Baba vibhutim idamashayami Baba vibhutim idamashayami ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिनः
अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
श्री साईश्वरं सुन्दररूपं कनकाम्बरधरं करुणामूर्तिं सर्वजनप्रिय प्रेमस्वरूपं पुटपर्तीश्वर सत्यनारायणं सपदपनिरभा मापमगरसा सरसरिसामव निरुपमगरगे पापमहासस दसनिरमामव पापमहासस दसनिरमपमगरेसा साई राम 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 साई राम